Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of the of this journey of this 90-day continuing to unfold and really reveal what it is to me. Project 90. Um, so much to say. Okay, so I'm going to talk a lot about pickleball today because really that's why I started the journey, with an intention to get better, to become a better player, and to be more consistent, to be more focused, and so I've used this as a way to create intention and process and like access to getting better. And it's first, I just have to say, it's like, I know I felt like, okay, last week I was like, I'm feeling it, but this week and yesterday in particular, something just really clicked, and I no longer felt timid. I no longer felt that I was cautious. And I feel like I just played full out, and it was so fun and it was so freeing. And, I really attribute it to this. I really attribute it to being intentional and putting like thought around, my health and well-being and my nutrition and all the things that I do to prepare myself to be on the court. And then when I'm on the court, to be like practicing not only tools, but ways of like thinking and being in my head, that ultimately have made such a huge impact. I mean, it's kind of crazy. In 35 days, I feel like I've gotten further than, I spent, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 months playing. And in these last 35 days, I feel like I have turned such a corner. So I don't negate those first, over a year of playing. Like, I know I had to get through and learn all of the basics and fundamentals in the way that I did. And it's my journey. But, it's like I'm doing this because I wanted to see, I'm curious, if I put some real intention behind it, what could I do? Like, what could I really accomplish? But then on top of that, it's like, how would it affect my life? And, all the other things that I want to accomplish. And I'm trying to write this book, and I was kind of struggling because I would write a little bit and a couple of weeks would go by, I'd write a little bit more. So I really wanted like some focus around that. Like, I want to be done with this rough draft when I finish this Project 90. Just said that out loud. But that's what I want. I want to put real energy behind the things that I say I want so that I can actually accomplish them. And it makes a huge difference. So I also wanted to talk about, so I'm using this app, PB Vision, which, I talked a little bit about in the beginning. And I've recorded a game or two probably every week or maybe every 10 days. And it gives me all kind of stats, and it gives me percentages, and it shows how I'm reacting in the game and how I'm moving and how I'm getting to the net and, getting to the kitchen, and how my returns are, how my serves are. And it's like my percentages, everything, I'm getting better, so it's one thing to just feel like I'm playing better, but then to use this app to see like real metrics of like improvement. And I don't say all of this lightly. Like, I know I'm talking about pickleball, and I love pickleball, and I love that it's giving me, that's my dog Rufus. Hi, Bubba. You want to say hi? it's giving me access to something that I feel like is like cracking the code for more than just this in my life. And I'm feeling so good and strong. I was just saying yesterday, okay, so now Rufus has joined us. So I'm just feeling, I'm feeling like this experiment is giving me such opportunity to just see myself and how I respond to creating change in my own life, and where it's easy, where it's hard, where I basically want to go to sleep, where I want to be lazy, where I just want to like, nah, I don't need to do that today. And what things are really sticking. So, I'm calling this sort of my messy middle right now. In this very obvious, real way, I'm seeing myself improve on the court, and that feels amazing. It feels actionable in a way that's like, wow, this is working. And then all the other little ways where it's not, like drinking water. I'm drinking so much more water, but I said it a gallon a day, and I'm kind of like, well, I'm drinking enough here and there. And I don't, it's not what I want. What I want is to be consistent. What I want is to be my word. What I want is to do what I say I'm going to do. And so, as I'm making this episode, I'm like, oh, okay, I need to have this conversation with myself. I need to get back to that accountability piece of the things that are making me feel so good. Because this is my pattern. I don't know if anybody can relate. So my pattern is that I will do the hard work, and for this example, I'm drinking a lot of water, taking all the vitamins and supplements, and the protein amount and the collagen, and I have a whole slew of things that I've been doing consistently for over 30 days, and I'm feeling great. I'm feeling so much energy, especially when I'm on the court, and I'm going to yoga, I'm working out, I'm using weights, like I'm doing all the things, and I'm feeling the benefit of it. So then there's a part of me, like there's this pattern that I have where I want to start letting my foot off the gas because I think I can coast. Whew. That is the slippery place for me, because I want new habits. I don't want to take my foot off the gas. I want to feel this good every day when I'm playing, when I'm not playing. I want to have this much energy. I want to, when I go on this trip in a week or so, I want to snorkel and swim, and I want to be so active. And in order to do that, I can't let my foot off the gas. And, I think it's an easy place to get caught up in like cheat days. Ooh, you have a cheat day. And suddenly you have more cheat days than you have on, it's slippery slopes. And I'm trying to stay accountable to me and keep doing all these things that are really creating this momentum and this place in me that I'm feeling so good. The last 3 or 4 times that I've played, I have just felt so good and so much energy, and like I could keep playing. The only reason I stop is because my feet are hurting, but I don't have a lack of energy, and I play really hard, and I run around a lot. So the evidence is here. The both in I really, this idea that I've set the course, and I have said I'm going to do these things in effort to be better at this game. I am succeeding, and I don't want to let my foot off the gas. I want to keep going. I want to see how far I can get in 90 days, both in how I play the game and how I'm creating community in the game and how I'm writing about this game so that it keeps giving me access to the parts of me that I want to keep uncovering and keep discovering. Like the overall theme of letting your foot off the gas and coasting into, or for me it's this like giving into lazy, giving into just today I've had an incredible day of like doing things that I have said I want to do, and I've just been like moving through, and it feels good. It feels good to just get things done. So I'm just here to report that is as good as I'm feeling. I have certainly been battling being in this messy middle of this challenge where there's this feeling of just kind of like, well, you're feeling so good, just kind of coast, and knowing that that is not the answer for me. That's not the answer for me. To stay vigilant, to keep my eye on the ball, so to speak, and keep moving forward and keep building my stamina and keep building this agility and ability to get around the court and strength in my body, and keep harnessing this power because it feels so good. I have to say it feels so good, and I just feel so much gratitude. So hopefully next week I'll be back with Jen, and we can see where she is in this process, and sort of trade notes, and keep building this momentum and this process of being a better version of me, and finding the ways to in the midst of so much that's hard on the outside, so much that's happening in this world is really hard. And how can I come into this world and bring a joyful heart? I'm a big believer that you will find what you're looking for. So if you're looking for misery, you will find it. And if you are looking for joy, you will find it. So I am looking for joy within me, around me, and where I can create it. And so there you go. I will see you next week. Have a beautiful week.